Okay, to the trial balance. The first thing that we're going to do is week 0. Week 0 is basically our startup week. And we want to put in here a check figure to make sure that everything balances the way it's supposed to. And this is the end of period. And we'll just center those because we like things to look neat. So the first thing we have is our inventory on hand, which is our cost of goods, basically equals our cost of goods sold, our total one, or however much we paid for our shirts. So we'll say that was $800. Now, how do we pay for that? Well, we're going to put it on an accounts payable because 30 days to pay. So we'll type in minus 800. The other thing that we had to pay for right up front, or incurred costs for right up front, was the website, and that cost us $20. Okay, and so that's part of our owner's equity. Now the reason I'm putting minuses in here is so that I don't have to do the whole debit credit thing at this point, but we're going to. So let's just take this, and you can either make it accounting numbers if you want to, but I happen to like a currency with a red so I can really see what's going on. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to auto sum all of these so that we can make sure that our trial balance balances. Pretty simple. Now in the next column we're going to put in for our activity debit, credit, and end of period for, merge and center this, for week 1. Now once we get our trial balance set up for week 1, I'm going to center these as well, then the rest of them we can pretty much just copy and paste and then make additional adjustments as we need to. So let's make sure that these are formatted the way we want. We can just use our format painter here. Whoops. Okay, we have to remerge and center that, I guess. And our end of period simply equals our previous end of period plus any debits minus any credits. Okay, and we can just copy and paste that all the way down. Make sure our check figure works. It does. And then we're going to put in yet another check figure. And that's basically because we might miss something if we see some goofy stuff. So we'll take this one minus this one, and those should always equal 0 as well. So it's going to get real complicated looking when it's all finished, and this is a real quick and easy way of checking. Okay, so now let's start putting in from our assumption page. Okay, sales. Sales is a credit figure, so we'll put in equals here. Go to our assumption page. Pop over here to week 1 sales. Okay, and sales. So what do we get from sales? Well, we might get accounts receivable if we're using PayPal, but what we should be getting is cash. So we'll just equal this one. Okay, so now we're offset. Notice these two are the same. This is 0, this is 0. Everybody's happy. Every time we have a sale, we also have a matching cost of goods sold. So we'll put in equals. We'll come back here, pick up our cost of goods sold. This time, notice it's a debit. And this one reduces our inventory on hand. Okay, see there, it reduced our inventory on hand. Okay, so the next thing we have is our PayPal fees, and that equals our PayPal fee right here. Now where does that come from? Well, actually it comes from cash. So this is this one's a debit, so this one will be a credit, so it'll equal PayPal fees. Everything still works. And finally we have our rent. So we'll equal our rent expense, and that will be under rent payable. Okay, so now we've got our first week trial balance, and we've got all of the formulas to do the straight calculations. So now would be a really good time to save your workbook. Probably earlier would have been good, but okay, we'll just call this financials, and we'll save. And I'm saving over an old one, so that's good.